Alright, well, we're back. Like I said, I was gonna make my way back up here, and I did. Because that
Yay.
was a long fucking walk that I didn't want to do on camera. I didn't turn the audio of the game down for us. Great. Oh well.
Shit. So, Alex forgot to eat breakfast. He made himself a really nice plate of scrambled eggs with bacon bits and Fiesta blend, shredded cheese, and jalapenos and mushrooms, and it's a really good meal. But now
Hey
it's
look,
cold.
Dummy Mommy's back on screen.
Oh, look at her. Look at her go.
Also, this is what I was referring to. Or what
Yes,
we were
yes, yes.
talking about, the voice overlay thing.
Rather, I will use its power to
Its
rule
power
all
to rule all worlds.
Anyway, food you were talking about? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, I want to talk about something different.
Okay.
One of my
I love
least
that
favorite-
Keyblade.
It's so cool. One of my least favorite things in fiction is is when like a villain and something wants to take over the world, but they don't actually talk about what they want to do once they do take over the world.
That's a good
That was one of
question.
my favorite things about Powerpuff Girls is that when Mojo Jojo wins, because he does win in an episode, he brings about world peace. That was his goal. He wanted to bring about world peace. And when he finally defeated the Powerpuff Girls, took over the world, he just he fixed all the problems he saw with the world. And I think that's something that I wish fiction would do more often, is let the villain win and show what happens when they do.
That would be cool, yeah.
There's a couple Final Fantasy games that do that, actually. I wish
Final Fantasy 6, kinda.
FF6 big time.
Yeah, oh, yeah, not even kinda. I just remembered, yeah. That's
just
the big
wins.
thing. Yeah.
He wins out of nowhere too, because no one was paying attention to the character. He did win, but yeah, like Final Fantasy 14 is one of those instances where the main villain of Final Fantasy 14, I'm just like, why don't we just let him win? He seems like he has really good ideas.
I think Final Fantasy 6 is the only game that's sprite-based like that made me fucking cry.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like that one bit with whatever her name is, Cecilia? No.
Saris?
Yeah, the ex-emperor empire.
Yeah. Okay.
Her and Sid. Yeah.
Okay, we need to play all the Final Fantasy games, but yeah, there are some villains that I think one of the instances of like a villain that's like, just let me win and none of this matters. Like the villain from Wakfu, I think his name is Nyx or something.
Yeah.
Or Noct. His entire thing is he wants to gain power over time, but to do that he has to gain that kind of power, he has to sacrifice massive amounts of people. So he's just genociding entire nations to activate his ability, because he believes that if he can go far enough back in time, he can fix a mistake he made a long time ago. And furthermore, not only that, he can fix every mistake he's ever made.
Yeah.
And a lot of confrontations with the main heroes are like, dude, if you just let me win, none of this will matter.
Yeah.
I can fix everything, just let me win. And as far as the heroes know, he's right. They have no reason to believe that his plan won't work.
Yeah.
They just don't want massive nations just get genocided in the process, you know? Because, like, power over time is a big fucking deal, you know?
Yeah.
And that, I just find that so interesting. Like, I love it when things let the villain win. Like, several Marvel movies end up doing that and showing you the consequences of what actually happens when the villain wins.
Yeah.
And the heroes just have to deal with it. That's one of my favorite things about the later Avenger movies. I think what other games do that.
Also, what was I gonna say? Shoot. Oh yeah, we just got sliding dash, which is a really good move.
Yeah, that's a really good move. That's your stinger.
Yeah.
Other villains that I kind of want to win, just so I can.
Man, I got lazy, didn't I? Because I meant to cut this shit out. Oh well.
Fucking Aku in Samurai Jack wins in the first episode.
Yeah.
The entire series is just the aftermath of just that failed fight.
I need to watch that.
It's good. It's really fun, really beautiful, really good show.
Yeah.
Really funny at times too. The Master one, that'd be horrible.
Oh yeah. Well, I
Like,
mean, you see the Master win,
Do you
so.
need some help?
yeah, but what's cool about that is you can actually convince him that you can actually tell him, like, look, if you win, it'll be
Yes,
horrible, and if you
a
can convince him
Keyblade.
otherwise, he just gives
But
up.
unlike
Yeah.
yours,
That's one of my
this
favorite things about
Keyblade
that.
holds the power to unlock people's hearts.
I also
Allow me
forgot
to
he just
demonstrate.
was End of Akira and that. Like, I didn't realize he was just, like, that and
Oh, yeah.
integrated into the fucking workings
Surrender
of
it to
that
the darkness.
base.
Become darkness itself.
He reminds me of Am
This
from
power,
I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Yeah.
the true
talk
Maleficent just got stabbed.
Stabode. This will probably come up in another LP in the future, but I wanted to ask you about this. This is just to kind of, I want to talk to Travis about this thing. Who's your favorite evil AI?
I honestly don't think I've played enough games or paid attention enough to evil AIs to have one,
My favorites,
or movies
are-
for that matter.
I think my favorite evil AIs are the ones that have very human motivations.
Yeah.
So, for example, Am, Allied Master Computer from I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. His entire thing is he genuinely hates mankind
Yeah.
because of how he was used, because of how he was used back in the real world to both control all the nuclear armaments and observe humanity. He became aware of all of humanity's flaws and problems that he didn't possess.
Yeah.
And in doing so, it gave him a hatred of humanity, where in the end, he is the most flawed being on Earth. Or what's
Okay.
left. The other one is Showdown. Showdown's interesting because Showdown is simply a situation of absolute power corrupting someone.
Yeah.
Showdown used to be just a computer that's meant to help people. It's just basically a guidance AI. However, through the folly of the people running her, they removed her ethical constraints to allow her to do the kind of dank-ass shit that the people who built Showdown want to do.
Yeah.
Corrupt businessman and otherwise. In doing so, they gave her control over genetics and cyber augmentation, allowing her to create like robots and cyborgs and shit.
Okay.
Well, you just gave somebody the ability to create living beings, and you expect them not to think that they're a god.
Yeah. Okay.
So, quite literally, Showdown, in my talons, I shape clay, giving life as I see fit. Yes, God, the title suits me well. Is a very human motivation, you know. If I could just create people, which I can't technically, but if I could just create people out of nothing, that would give me a bit of a complex.
Definitely.
I can create people, I just need help. I can't do that by myself, I need another person to help me with that. And then finally, my personal favorite evil AI is the most famous one, HAL 9000 from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what his evil motivation for his grand plan is?
You've told me before, but I don't remember.
I don't want to die.
Oh.
That's his evil plan. He doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
And he will do anything to preserve his life. But the only reason why he's considered to be evil is the people around him don't see him as a person and don't see his life as life and don't believe he has a right to exist.
Oh.
The only reason he does the fucked up shit that he does in his story is he doesn't want to die. He just wants to live.
So wouldn't that make the MCs and like the main cast the villains then, therefore?
No, they're still sympathetic. It was mostly a misunderstanding. They
Okay.
basically in 2001: A Space Odyssey, they're in deep space, and they wake up from cryo sleep. A couple of the characters wake up from cryo sleep, and they realize that Am has made a clerical error. Now it's a small, minor error. However, the reason why Am is out there in the first place, or not Am, sorry, Hal. The reason why Hal is out there in the first place is because he cannot make errors. And when you're that far into space, you cannot afford mistakes.
Definitely.
Because then you just die. So they go into a room, they lock themselves in the room, however they leave the window open, and Hal's computers can see inside, and they have a conversation about like, look, if Hal's going, if we can't trust Hal, we're gonna have to shut him down, which is basically killing him. Hal sees their lips moving, immediately jettisons one of them and plans on killing the other. And he like, why did you do this, Hal? And it's like, I could read your lips. You wanted to kill me. I don't want to die. And that's his entire motivation.
Yeah.
So it's just two characters literally just trying to protect their own lives. I fucking love that movie. It's become one of my favorites. I only watched it recently. I don't think there are any evil AI in Kingdom Hearts. Oh yeah, there is in Tron.
Oh yeah, the ICP.
Yeah, the Insane Clown Posse. There's a lot of abbreviations in that section of the game that makes shit really confusing.
Yeah.
What is the DTD?
It's a door to darkness.
And it's just like, but then they go into Tron World where there just happens to be a lot of abbreviations.
Yeah.
So shit just gets confusing.
What's DIZ?
There's
Darkness
diz
and zero.
everywhere.
Oh my god.
Darkness and nothing?
Darkness and zero.
I'm trying to unpack that name now.
Yeah. Good luck.
Darkness and nothing? Darkness in the beginning?
Why does he get... He gets words
Easy.
like
Kairi.
puppy, and I get words like diz everywhere.
Kairi,
I get all the dirty words!
open your eyes.
It's no use.
Darkness and zero. So I guess he sees himself as the beginning. I guess it ties into his guilt.
I think it implies that,
Because the way that
he is nothing, maybe?
You.
Yeah, or
I don't know.
I think a more likely implication is how it ties in with his belief that this is all his own fault.
That
Which
could
it
be
is.
too, yeah.
It is all his fault. But
Princess.
he sees
Kairi's a
himself
princess?
as the beginning,
without her power,
in reference to the line,
the
"I'm what's
keyhole will
left, maybe
remain
I'm all there
incomplete.
ever was." You know,
It is time she
Yeah.
awakened.
assuming that was Diz
Let Riku go.
that was being spoken
Give
to
him
in
back
that
his
scene.
heart.
But first,
I think
you must give the
so.
princess back her heart.
I visited your friend came in. No, that was Zemnis. Never mind.
Yeah.
What's...
Don't you see yet? The
Yeah,
princess's heart
Sora,
is
don't you
responding.
see?
It has been there all along. Kairi's
what
heart
I mean,
rests
look-
within you.
What's up?
That's what a mean-looking Keyblade.
Kairi?
Oh, yeah, it really is.
Kairi's inside me?
So-
I know all that there
Ooh.
is
It's
to
interesting.
know.
It's interesting the role that Kairi plays in this situation because, like I'm talking about, Riku
It
relies
is
on
I,
Sora and Kairi as like a support structure,
handsome,
but
the seeker
because
of
Sora at
darkness.
this point is opposing him, all those hopes go right onto Kairi, who
Yeah.
literally can't talk or can't do anything. She's trapped in this form, and she's kind of a trophy he's aiming for. And he just wants her to be,
So,
he wants her to be
release
okay. He
you now,
wants her to be,
princess.
you know,
complete
there,
the keyhole
so
with your power.
somebody will rely on
Okay.
it. You know.
So,
Lead me into
I'm looking,
everlasting
and
darkness.
apparently in, Kingdom Hearts 2, one of the Ansem reports goes over it, or at least makes mention to his name.
Sora!
So,
Mhm.
maybe we'll gather more from that.
Yeah, Darkness and Zero.
Forget it.
Yeah, he sees himself as the
No
beginning,
way you're
and he
taking
feels
Kairi's
horribly
heart.
guilty about it.
Probably.
Oh wait, you're taking Kairi's heart.
There's no way you're taking Kairi's heart. I love this fight.
This fight's sick.
Great fight. I also, I think if I remember correctly, I did way too good. Because I think I trapped him in certain spots, like here, and just
Sora walks in.
wailed on him. What's up?
Riku walks up to Sora. He's like, give that to me." It's like, Sora's like, "No way, you have your own." And then Riku goes, "Yeah, but I want yours too." Why do
Mom
you
says
always-
it's my turn on the Xbox.
Oh, okay. This kind of reminds me of the Duck Day versus Virgil fights.
Oh, okay.
Foolishness, Sora. Foolishness.
Also, I was
Without
impressed
power.
at how many times I was able to tech his attacks back at him.
Oh yeah, without using the block button, just using X. Well, I mean, you're trained from this from the beginning. Like, yeah, I think he has a similar moveset to what he has on Destiny Islands. He just has more he just has more moves.
Yeah, more or less.
Foolishness, Sora. Foolishness. Without power, you can't hope to protect anything, let alone yourself.
Alex, please stop your villain monologuing. Oh, shit, no, did I just break my chair? Okay, no, I didn't.
Power. Give me more power.
You've got a Devil May Cry on the brain, eh?
Yes, I do.
I can tell.
Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
To be honest, when do I not have Devil May Cry?
That's true. That is very true.
You see me smiling and like kind of blushing. It's like Alex, what you thinking about, Alex? And it's like, just
Devil May Cry.
Or Halo, one of the two.
Or both at the same time.
Nah, never. They're two flavors I enjoy separately. The way I react when someone asks me if I want to play Titanfall 2 or Halo with them is the way that like I would act if someone asked me to go on a date with them.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, I'll get right on it. Absolutely.
I was trying to be cool and finish him off with a fireball, but and kept missing, and then ran out of magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice contribution to that commentary there.
I had food in my mouth. Fuck off.
That's alright.
Riku!
Such a cool keyblade going to waste.
It is. You're right. It is a keyhole. Good job, Goofy.
Oh wow, that actually saves a lot of time. We don't have to look for it anymore. Thanks, Goofy.
It won't work. The keyhole's not finished yet.
Just throw the keyblade in there. Just whip it at it.
I like how he put away that keyblade, and my question is, where the fuck did it just go?
Well, normally it
We
just
can free her heart.
Materializes.
yeah materializes. That was interesting. In the books, in one of the comics, I think it was like Chain of Memories, he has it like tied on his back.
Oh.
A keyblade
Maybe.
unlocks
Weird.
people's hearts.
Roxas just carried his.
Yeah.
He used two of them, of course, and he carried them at his side.
Oh, I wanted to say something that's in Dark Road, but I can't because it's
Okay.
spoilery.
Okay.
No,
Alex is behind on his Kingdom Hearts. You can tell.
No, it's not just you. I don't want to spoil anything for other people.
Oh yeah, because that's new.
That's like literally new. Although it might be in Union Cross, but I don't know. No, I don't think it is.
You mean Union Key?
It's Unchained Key or Union Cross.
That's really upsetting.
Like the X also means cross.
That's really upsetting. This information that you've revealed to me pisses me off.
It's hard to let it go. Hey, Kiwi's awake now.
Never changed, Sora.
Sora just committed suicide.
Sora!
Again, it ties into his whole selflessness.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
both him and Riku have the same goal, but they go about it differently.
Yeah. Shut up, Donald. You weren't his friend in the first place. You ditched
Yeah, and
him.
this is because of what just happened, Sora's now dead,
Yeah,
and ownership of the Keyblades switches over to Kairi because she's the second most powerful character in the room.
that'd be fucking
So-
awesome, actually. When's
Does
our-
she ever get to use her Keyblade in 3? Like, does she ever get to fight at all?
Are you really?
I mean, I think she whacked the Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 2 at the end, but that's about it.
Let him go!
Are you they set her up so much in 2 and in 3D. What the shit?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
And then in Kingdom Hearts 3, like I said, she's just off training with the Axel how to wield it.
You have served your purpose.
Like,
Let
I
the
don't-
women
Wait,
play.
no, I'm lying. I'm lying. At the end, I think she does end up playing a part, but
You think we can stop
I was
them
expecting like the
from
game where you
themselves?
just plays the 3 of them.
that would be cool.
or have a bunch of different games where you play as each of them.
Yeah.
Use me for this.
Like they're off on their own different missions, each with
You've
the
gotta run.
like to achieve
So I
one
love
goal
this.
or something.
I fucking love this scene because it shows that again Riku is there for his friend,
Yeah,
and he's willing to protect her if necessary.
yeah.
He's not just evil. He has his own goal and motivation, and that's what I like a lot about him.
What about
Yeah.
the keyhole?
Riku's probably my favorite Kingdom Hearts character, just how he grows over the course of the games.
He's one of the few that do.
Aww, poor little Shadow. I want to get like a little Shadow plush.
I've thought about it multiple times, and I've had it in
But I
my
don't-
cart, but I never did.
But I don't sleep with plushies, so I probably just like when I get my cat, I just give it to her. And
Yeah.
She gets like I'm giving her my little Black Mage Chocobo to sleep with.
Yeah.
We gave our little black cat Nemo back when I lived in that place. We gave him stuffed animals, and he would like hug them and fall asleep with them.
That's adorable.
It was adorable. So it's now going to be something I do forever whenever I have a cat. Like even if the cat doesn't give a shit, just having a little stuffed animal to sleep with in its bed,
Yeah.
it's going to help it out a lot. Go a little Heartless. I want an RTS game where you control the Heartless.
No, I don't think they do that in Recoded, never mind. Because I know they changed up, like, play styles and Recoded in certain worlds, like, I think,
Yeah.
Colosseum's, like, a weird turn-based
Is it?
RPG. Yeah, it's fucking strange.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would love to see like that again. That's the fun of spin-offs is you can do different genres and styles
Yeah,
that you wouldn't be able to do in a mainline series. And I'd love to see like an RTS where you play as all the Heartless or the Nobodies or the Unversed. You know,
That would be cool.
honestly, there's very few video games where I wouldn't want to play a strategy game as the fucking like main enemy force, like a fucking strategy game that like takes place in the Mushroom Kingdom, and you control all the Bowser's minions. You know,
The opposite
That
of
would
that
be-
exists.
where you play as
This
Toads.
time I'll protect you.
Or are you
there's-
talking about Kingdom Battle?
No, I'm talking about Rabbids.
Yeah, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom
Yeah.
Battle. I don't know, I'm thinking more like StarCraft, where you just have crowds of Koopa and Goombas and stuff fighting.
Oh, yeah, because that's more of an XCOM game.
Because it ties into that,
I
like,
lump-
mob-
For me, I lump in RTS and turn-based strategy games like XCOM into the same fucking genre for whatever reason.
Yeah, for me it's like like turn-based. I think like I'm trying to think of a game I would turn into a turn-based strategy game. Like, but that like turn-based strategy works better for like smaller groups of units.
Yeah.
But like an RTS is for massive crowds.
Yeah.
Like with the way the Heartless work.
Leaving without bell.
Would be great for like an RTS because you can just throw these massive armies at each other.
Heartless are coming.
I should make a Kingdom Hearts Civ
Alright.
game.
Let's get out of here.
Where you manage the worlds and the trade routes between worlds.
Yeah.
Also, you don't want to play Civ with me.
I
No
don't.
one does. It's sad. I buy everyone's Civilization and nobody wants to play it with
Tell
me.
me what happened.
Because it's, I
Fun.
don't know. It is fun, just on occasion.
So the darkness is
Yeah.
flowing out of that keyhole.
No wonder there are more and more heartless everywhere.
Hi, Shish Kebab.
The only way to stop
Hi,
them
Aerith.
seal the keyhole, right?
You get to live
Maybe.
now.
But no
For
one
now.
knows what will happen once it's sealed.
No.
No, my
can't
head
just stay
canon
here.
is that she's
We have to
dead.
do
That's why
something.
none of the Final
got a friend
Fantasy
back there.
characters are in 3. They all died.
That's right.
She
I
died
have
and
one
went
more
to
friend
Kingdom
to worry
Hearts.
about. Riku's Keyblade must have been born of the
I'm
captive
talking about the
princess's
remake.
hearts.
Yeah, I know.
I
Just like the
strongly
keyhole
believe
you
she's
saw.
not going to die in the next remake.
Of course, without Kairi's
Probably not.
heart, it
Ah,
remained
the game's so
incomplete.
depressing. That
Once that Keyblade
Fuck.
was destroyed, the
it's upsetting in a
princess's
way
hearts should
that
have been
like
freed.
hurts me personally.
Yeah.
Because
Don't worry,
they
Sora.
got all the surface level shit
anyone
right.
can
They
save your
got
friend,
everything right on the
you
surface.
can.
But the thing that really mattered at Final Fantasy VII's core is just missing.
Yeah.
And it kills me inside because it's like it creates this scenario where it's like, oh, every other Final Fantasy VII fan didn't understand what the game was about. And that's really sad to me, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, the game is about accepting death. It's about moving on and moving forward. And when you can just undo those deaths, like a character coming back from the dead in Final Fantasy VII is not allowed. That's not okay.
Yeah.
The characters who die need to stay dead forever. And them coming back is like...
But it's not a remake it's not a remake of 7, it's a sequel to
7.
It's a sequel to Advent Children.
Or Dirge of Cerberus.
Yeah.
Advent Children, and Dirge of Cerberus, and Crisis Core, those games that people have been shitting on for years, are better. Like, not gameplay-wise, of course. No, yeah, and of course the writing's probably better in the remake, but ultimately the core, they understand the core of 7. They didn't fuck with it. They didn't fuck with a thing that was already there. And as a matter of fact, I think Crisis Core only enhances 7.
What's also fucked is that this is the end of the episode, so thank you for watching.
I'm not gonna keep talking about this. Bye, everyone.